Okay, so not a professional YouTuber or, somebody who's good at making videos. Just wanted to update you guys because it's super easy to make a video instead of calling everybody one by one and saying, oh, here's how my trip went, blah, blah, blah. So, some of you read on either Facebook or Instagram about my crazy experience with the drunk guy on my second half of the plane ride. So what happened was, I'm sitting next to this guy, and he's passed out. So I'm like, excuse me, sir, I need to get to my seat. And I poke him, and he's like, huh? And then he sees me, and he was like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta move. So, it took him a minute to figure out that he needed to move. I was like, can you get up? And so I get there, he has like 2 glasses of Prosecco waiting. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, I'm making a video because it's easier to update my friends. So that's my roommate for the week. So he has 2 glasses of Prosecco because I chose Comfort Plus, so we get water or Prosecco when we're loading on the plane. And I'm like, I don't want this, and you don't seem to be drinking this because you're passed out. So I sat down, and he sort of wakes up and he asks me for my name, and I'm like, oh, it's Laura. And he goes, Nora? And he's holding my hand this whole time, and I'm trying to pull away, and I'm like, no, it's Laura. And he's like, Nora. And I'm still trying to take my hand away, and I'm like, Laura. And so then he finally got it, and he's like, nice to meet you, Laura. And he grabs my hand again, and I'm like, okay, this is very uncomfortable. So he passes out. The stewardess comes again, and she's all like, oh, is he asleep? And I'm like, no, he's drunk, he's passed out. And so they brought in somebody to talk to him, and they're like, hey, did you take any medication with alcohol? And he's all like, what? And they're like, have you been drinking? How long was your layover? He would just be like, what did you say? I have no idea what you're saying. And so it was so awkward, and I was like panicking. I'm like, please just take him off. I don't want to sit next to him for 12 and a half hours because he was freaky. So finally they removed him. I was like so happy. I ended up sitting next to this other guy because his monitor was broken in front of him. But he was really nice. He was quiet, and he got up when asked. So not much more than you can ask. So I get there, we get off the plane. I have no idea what's happening. I'm supposed to meet with other people, and I'm like, where do I go? I had to go through, what is it called? The customs, but after customs. Do you know what I'm talking about? After customs? No. Just brushing my teeth. But yeah, so they had to check my bags, do all this stuff. We get to a bus. We take the bus all the way to another airport, which is like a smaller airport, which is why we didn't fly into there. And then we had to find a cab, and I'm trying to manipulate 2 bags that are about 50 pounds, 50, 60 pounds. My carry-on, which was about 20 pounds, and then my backpack, which I'm guessing is probably around 15. And then the girls I was with, they had multiple bags, and they were all heavy too. So it was fun trying to manipulate all of our luggages downstairs and getting a taxi. And so I saw all my friends. There's like 3 other girls. They get into their taxi. The taxi driver's like, hey, it's so nice. Let me help you with your luggage. And they're getting them in the front seat and doing all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. And I get a taxi and I hail it, and it ignores me. He's all like, nope, yep, I see you, bye. So I was like, well, that sucks. So then I finally get some guy who picks up finally. He was all like, yeah, gotcha. He just opened his trunk and continued sitting in the driver's seat. And I was like, okay. So I had my backpack and my bag because I didn't want to put those down. And so I'm like trying to manipulate this like 60-pound bag into the trunk. and I'm like throwing luggage in his back seat, and I'm like, I guess I'm sitting up front. So he's like, hey, where are you? Where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to this hotel that I got the address from what my business told me. I was like, cool, you'll know where it is. No, he does not. He puts it in his GPS. He still does not know. And finally he had to put like the physical address, and that worked, which is cool. But he had no idea where to drop me off. He was like, here you go. And he dropped me off at this ramp. And again, does not help. So I'm pulling like, 50, 60 pound luggage again. So I get into the hotel, met my super awesome sweet mate. Hey. And the only thing I would say, like, major difference so far in Korea was the beds. They are not fluffy cloud beds that we have in America. I sat down, it was kind of like wrestling mats, like if you see it on the UFC and the WWF. WWE now? I don't watch that kind of wrestling. Where you see them hit the floor and they bounce back. That's basically what happened. But it was pretty comfortable. Not bad. Went to bed early. Hopefully I am no longer jet lagged. And I'm on their time, so that's cool. And that's about it with my journey so far. Yeah, like I said, not a YouTube personality, so you're gonna have to deal with all this. Yeah. Anyhow, just updating all you guys all at once. I'm young.